Good evening everyone and welcome to the GT Supercar series on the Elder Sim Racing. I am your host with the most, Malk, with on the commentators box. Who's hosting? It is the Sarge, which is the Hammer Games as well. Check him out as well. And also check out the sponsored by Shell Lawman Motorsports. Please check him out. They do brilliant stuff in the brand and media promotion side of things as well. So please check them out. They do a stellar of a job as well. So I am starting a little bit earlier than normal. Not too early like last week, about 10 minutes earlier, because of the lap of honour at the Supercar track. It was a great honour. I believe, if I remember it right, the race did go ahead on Monday night and was raised over £150 to the marshal who sadly lost his life with a freak accident at Brands Hatch. So just hoping that it's a great honour to donate as well with. And goes to the family and friends of the lost one of Robert Foote, I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, again, my condolences to him and to all his family and friends as well. So, but yeah, it's a great honour out here. So I've done it with the lap of honour, and then there was the race. I think it was the endurance race, I believe. So. But yeah, I'm looking forward to some more GT. I nearly said GTA. GT Supercar series on the Elder Sim Racing. Can I just give you a reminder, guys, before I actually start the actual program itself? If you're not happy with the commentary that I do, at any point, please let me know, and I'll try and improve as best as I can. There are bits where I can't see all the time, because there's so much battles galore going on. I may not get all the right info. So it's just a reminder, guys, I'm not a professional. I've given my time for you guys. Alright, so please respect that, as well as everyone at ESR and all the admins as well. They give up their time to give you guys the league that you all wanted at the GT, at the GT Sport game as well. So cheers for that, guys, much appreciated on that as well. But let's go and get cracking as well. Let's get straight in. Let me just check one more thing, guys, before I start properly. Hopefully everything will be all okay and well. So here we go. Looks like one of the drivers is on the side. Is that Bogdanovich? Oh my days. The last few weeks he's been really struggling to get into the lobby the last few times. So could this be third time lucky for him to try and get a good start into this GT Supercar series? I hope so. Sarge, how you doing? It says, evening Malcolm, are you okay? I am doing very well, I'm quite excited actually at the Autosport, I think it's the Autosport, Autopolis, I think it is, of the track, the GP track. This is going to be quite interesting actually, so I'm looking forward to it tonight. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think there'll be a few shocks. I'm hoping there'll be a few shocks along the way. As far as I know, Darren Baldwin and Gareth Morris, who are the top two drivers in the league to watch out for, and they could be the ones that could produce the goods as well. Again, just a reminder, if you guys have just joined in and not sure what's happened, yes, there was a few incidences last week. There was some that was like coming for the lead as well, so on the last lap, if I remember it right. But again, I'm not going to look at all the tyre wear and all the info every time. If you want me to do that every lap or every 2 laps, that would be an extra requirement as well. But again, I'm more concerned about is the battles on track. That's what I love to see. I love to see a 2 in a bed and a 3 in a bed moment. Baldwin, how you doing? He says, morning. It's evening, mate. It's evening. How was your dinner? How was dinner? It was alright. It was alright. What have I had? I had some chicken sandwiches, to be fair. Sarge says, good track, just giving Montgomery a moment longer to join. Okay, no worries. Normally we start right now with the qualifying to lead up to the 8 PM race 1 start, but again, there's been a few weeks where there's been a few instances. Sarge says, you do a great job, Mal, don't change a thing. Thanks mate, much appreciated with that. But yeah, it's just a reminder for some of the, for all drivers, shall we say, who, we've all given up our time, do you know what I mean, as well, so. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it. I mean, if you're there, Sarge, I need the leaderboard sorted. Sorry, sorry to all the viewers. Normally I would have a leaderboard, but I forgot to ask. After 2 weeks, this is the 3rd round of the. So yeah, we need to get that sorted for next week. Obviously, the first round, if you're not sure what happened in the first round, it had to be it had to be. Oh, what's the word I was after? It's going to be redone, pretty much. Kim, how you doing? You okay? So yeah, it's going to be a redone on the first round, shall we say, because there was so much problems with the lobby. So hopefully that will be all sorted by the end of the season, or whenever the guys are free to do. We are aiming for at least 10 likes tonight. 10 likes. Can we get 10 likes for this video and the stream tonight? That'll be amazing. Oh no, we got a pit glitch. I'm not sure who that is. That was Popovich. So yeah. I'm not sure why we gained so much. Yeah. I don't know why some of the drivers are having these issues. So guys, if you're there, yeah, everyone out. Yeah, everyone out. Again, I don't know why we're getting this, and we do apologise to everyone that's watching the stream so far. So hopefully we'll try and get a good running of the first race of round 3 of the GT Supercar series, guys. So this should be a classic. Oh. Okay, so V-Man and Popovich have, so Bogdanovich and Popovich have gone out. Bogdanovich and Popovich, I can't say the words. They've both come out of the room and come back in, just to make sure that the guys are all set and ready to go. But I'm quite looking forward to the battle between Baldwin and aka Idle for Gaming. So if I say Baldwin, it's Idle for Gaming. Sarge is the Hammer Games. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Baldwin battle, and also Gareth Morris. I'm hoping he's in the lobby as well. Yeah, Gareth Morris is there. I was trying to find him then. My head's gone. Yeah, so Baldwin and Gareth Morris, those two are having a good ding-dong battle throughout the battle between those two throughout this series. So I'm hoping this will go on. But as far as I know, Gareth Morris, who had a great, I think he was. I remember this one, the first race last week, where Gareth Morris was just closing in on Baldwin, and Baldwin had pretty much just done everything he could, and it was till the final lap, if I remember right, the final lap. So we're just trying to see if everything's all settled and ready to go. I think there might be a few technical issues from some of the drivers' end again. So yeah, we're just watching Baldwin now doing his lap. What shirt am I wearing, Kim? Is that what I'm saying? I'm wearing the Super Mario Brothers 3 top tonight. So okay, so we do apologise, guys. We're just waiting for some more confirmation of what's going to happen with the racing tonight. Ooh, fancy. Lol. Yeah. Yeah, so we got Popovic in. So Bogdanovic, aka V-Man, he's in, and he can see the other 12 drivers. That's good news. We're just waiting for Popovic to finally see the other drivers now. So if you are joining in, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you all. Hope everyone's okay, well, and enjoying on their Friday the 13th. I'm hoping there'll be no unlucky times tonight. So it's good to see that the drivers can see each other. Thank God for that. Daniel says, "Go on, Frowny. How you doing, mate? How you doing, Dan? You okay? Hope it came well." Frowny, who's won the first ever Eliminator series ages ago. I say ages ago. It was like back in January, I think it was. Was it January? It's got to be January because it was like quite a few months back. No, it was definitely this year anyway. But anyways, guys, it'll be good to see if Frowny can try and push on and try and do well tonight. That'll be amazing stuff. Here we go. So Baldwin is just coming out now. Just waiting to see if anyone does not have the pit glitch. It looks like... Oh no. V-Man and another driver. I'm not sure who that is. Popovic. So Popovic and V-Man have both got the glitch. Plug, plug, plug. So, unfortunately, guys, those two drivers are... Chris Nerve. Chris Nerve? How you doing, Chris? Hope you will watch back. Dan says, "Yes, mate, hope you're good." Yes, Dino needs bring it back. Yes, he does, to be fair. He does, to be fair. So, see how Chris can try and do it. Try and push on the GT Supercar series. Andy, who I want him to. I really want him to do well. I keep saying this every week, and I'm not doing it on purpose to jinx him or anything, but I really want him to do well. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to exit this again. Yeah, so I'm hoping that I'm hoping we will try and get the racing started. I'm hoping so, anyway. So, but yeah, guys, we do apologise for all the issues that we are getting at the minute. I don't know why we're getting this issue, and it looks like it's I'm not having a go, but it looks like it's just the. I'm just hoping V-Man can try and sort out the his issue. So we'll just try and get some more updates from Sarge to see what's happening, because we've already lost 10 minutes already of the qualifying, so we're gonna have to do it again. It's so we're just waiting for some confirmation. I do apologise if you're wondering what the hell's going on. So Sarge says, guys, if the glitch is now, you'll have to miss out. It's the same every week. Yeah, I do agree with that, because every week we are losing at least 10 to 20 minutes of the race in itself. And yeah, I do feel sorry for the ones who did not have the glitch and then get the glitch now. Yeah, that. So hopefully we'll try and get ourselves sorted to finally be able to start. I knew this Friday the 13th is going to be a kick-off moment. So Gareth Morris, we're watching for a bit while we wait for the qualifying. The drive, I wouldn't be as a driver now, because I really want to eager to try and get a good qualifying position for the first race. Baldwin says I'm right. Yeah, no worries, Baldwin. No worries. So here we go. Just to recap, guys, of how the GT Supercar Series works, if you're not sure how it all works. We have 3 races at the same track. So we have 3 tracks. Sorry, 3 races at the same track, at different times, different time zones, shall we say, like whether it's a morning, evening, or an afternoon. And also, just a reminder, you have to use the medium tyres at least once. So you must use it once in any of the races. So you can use the mediums at the start if you want to, or you can do it at the second race, or you can do it at the third. That is entirely up to you, but you must use one of the medium tyre race to be racing with. If you can use the softs on two the races occasions then. So basically, the first race will be based on the qualifying, and then whoever finishes. So if Gareth Morris finishes in first in the first race, he will start the back in 14th or 15th place, wherever he is at the back, and it's just the reverse grid basically on the standing start on the second race, and then reverse grid again for the third race, but this time a rolling start. So yeah, we're just waiting for 2 drivers to kick off, to be fair. So we're waiting for V-Man, aka Bogdanovic, and also Popovic, which is Pop Motorsport. So we're just waiting for... I was going to say, we can't afford to lose any more time now, because we already lost 15 minutes of our scheduled session. So here we go. So we are going to be running about 15 minutes behind schedule, unless we do it very, very quick. But here we go, guys. Hopefully, third time asking now for Friday the 13th on 2021. Friday the 13th in August 2021. Who will try and get the best qualified position in Is V-Man out? V-Man's out. Oh, who's that? Is that Popovich? Yeah, so Popovich. Again, he's the one unlucky. That will be waiting. Unfortunately, that's the third time that that's happened. So Popovich will have to hold on the pits, and he'll have to start at the back of the grid now. He's got no choice. Really hasn't got any choice. And it's an unfortunate occasion when the pit glitch happens, and hopefully that doesn't compromise too much. So here we go, guys. Who will try and get pole position in at the Autodropolis, I think, or it's the GP track. I'm quite looking forward to this track, actually, to see who will try and put their wits, put their skills to the test, to see who will try and get pole position. That's the big question of it all on the GT Supercar Series. Sponsored by Shell Lawman Motorsports. Please check them out, guys. Please check them out. We're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight. We're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight. That'll be a massive help. So here we go. We'll watch Baldwin now, because he's the first driver on the driving itself, and he's just slowing down. Oh, he's going back into the pits, I think. Someone was dropping down quite a bit. I'm not sure who it was, but there might be a few drivers just going to the pits itself. But here we go. Let's see how Baldwin can try and do. He did a 20.139 on the first sector. Still with fresh tyres, just in case you want to know the tyre information. Still fresh at the moment. Still try and warm it up as quickly as possible. He's doing a good job, actually. Coming up to the end of the second sector, and it's like a straight, no, up the hill section, try and curve around, and you have to be at the hairpin corner now. At 54.501, so that's a good starting time, to be fair. And here we go. We come up to this is the third sector. That's a tricky third sector when you look at it from the map on the top right hand screen. Try and get that rhythm going, and try and through the like the sharp corners itself, and trying to keep the car into a consistent rate as well. And it's very tough, very, very tough at this track. But again, these drivers are more experienced than I am in the GT Supercar Series, so they should know their car by now, because they've been on 3 weeks of the car. And here's Boulder now coming up to the start finish line straight now. He's for 1:45.455, so that's the time to beat. For Boulder, that's a good time, to be fair. Well, that's how Inca Holmes can try and do. So Inca Holmes did a 1:46.1. V-Man did a 1:44.6, so his pole position. Gareth Morris did a 1:45.3. Brian did a 1:46.3. Friday did a 1:46.1. Chris Nerve is 1:47.2. So Sarge coming up to 1:47.6, and he's done a 1:4. Sorry, I do apologise. I thought he crossed the line. He did. He's starting his lap. Oh, that, yeah, I remember now. He went back into the pits. So yeah, I remembered he went back into the pits. I nearly forgot, to be fair, because so many drivers who are, you know, trying to push their boundaries. Oh, Lee. Where did Lee go? Oh my god, what happened to Chris? Chris has just gone to the grass. I don't know if he's just trying to let some of the drivers through. So, Sarge, hopefully he'll try and improve massively. But let's have a look at Andy now. So Andy's in the second sector now. Did a 151.8, but that was not recorded. So needs to find some time to try and beat V-Man, aka Bogdanovich, who missed out 2 weeks, obviously because of issues from his car and on his side as well. But I'm wondering if he's going to be the new Panos. To be fair, that's the big question. Is he going to be the new Panos? Oh my God, Andy! Andy's lost. Andy has lost the hit the grass too early, so that's going to compromise him too much. Let's have a look at Lee now. Let's see what Lee can try and do. Brian has done a 146 flat, so that's a good time from Brian, so he should be moved himself into the top 6. The Rosman should be in the top 5, top 4, with a 145.8. I reckon top 5. Sarge did a 146.9, so that's a good time. But it depends on how Lee can try and do. Oh, he's moved to the 4th. Lee is moved to 4th with a 145.772. Damien's at 145.5, so he's dropped Lee down to 5th. He's dropped Lee down to 5th. That's a good time from Damien Black. Brilliant stuff. If you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like to subscribe to the Elder Sim Racing channel for all the live racing itself. We have got the fantastic Andy, who's also doing the WTSC League as well at the same time, right here, right now on the other Elder Sim channel. So check him out as well. Please check him out. Ooh, let's have a look at V-Man. Is V-Man going to improve? No, he's just coming down the pits now. Gareth Morris, is he going to try and improve his time? Again, looking at the tyre wear. He's already used a bit of his tyres. There we go. At least I'm saying much of the tyre information in the qualifying. And I will say it in the race, in case people may forget that I am a commentator itself. Gareth Morris now trying to push on massively. So he needs to... Oh my God, Gareth Morris lost the back end of the car. Oh God, he's completely lost the back end of that car. I don't know whether he would have gained enough time, but still. So Baldwin now coming up to the 153.9, so that's not good enough. Brian Ross did a 148.4, that was the time earlier. Sarge did a 146.8. Andy's done a 144.9. That's the best time from Andy. That's what I like to see from him. Brilliant stuff from him. Damien's at a 145. Let's have a look at the time actually. A 145.337. That's a good time from Andy. I'm really impressed. That's the Andy that we all like to see. But can he try and do it in the race? That's a big question. It could be his day. It could be the moment that he could get a good chance of an opportunity of a lifetime to try and win the first race. I tell you what, he's got some sick skills. Try and drift away from each of the corners. Look at that. Brilliant stuff. V-Man. So here we go now. Let's see how V-Man can try and do on his time, aka Bogdanovich. So he'll be the one to watch. He'll be the one to beat. And he's a tenth quick, nearly a tenth quicker on the first sector. And with 1 minute left, so this is his one and only chance to try and get a good time. To be fair, this is his best opportunity. So here we go. Can V-Man try and push now into the second sector? At the end of the second sector, I do apologise. Here we go now. Let's see what time he's got. Is he improved? No, he's slow. He is slow in the second sector. Chris has done a 147 flat. Sarge has done 146.8. So some good times from those two drivers. Now I'm still watching V-Man now. He was quick on the first sector, but he was slow on the second sector. Can he try and improve on the third sector? He needs to put a pedal to the metal scenario. He needs to do this. Can he try and push? This is the big question of it all. He needs to try and push. Yeah, he's come up to the awkwardest corner where you have to try and hit the apex and try and hit the curb as well. And the time to beat, a 144.2. A 144.2 from V-Man. I don't know why this is 144.6. Don't know why, but that's the time. Well done to V-Man. What a time from him. Brilliant stuff. Let's see how Andy can try and do. Is he going to try and improve his time? No, 6/10. 6/10. Normally it's between Baldwin and Gareth Morris for the top two. Now that's changed in round 3 because Andy is in second place. Is Gareth Morris going to try and improve? I'm not sure what time he had on the second or first sector, but be interested to see if he can improve his time in the third. This is quite intense for him because, as far as I remembered, he is still the Drivers' Championship leader. Correct me if I'm wrong. So he could be one to try and put the pressure on. Baldwin's to a 145.2, so he moves up to third. And Gareth Morris drops him down by 0.3 quicker. So well done to Gareth Morris getting into third. Baldwin drops down to fourth. He'll be fuming. He'll be fuming at that time. He'll be wondering where he can't get that second from V-Man. So he's in the pits. The Railsman did a 145.8. Brian did a 146 flat. Inga Holmes, I haven't mentioned about actually during this session. But then again, I'll watch out for him in the second and third. That's the big ones that we're going to be watching out for him. Frowny is in 10th place. I expect him to be a little bit higher, to be fair. Sarge in 11th. Chris Nerve is in 12th. And Brian Ross, who's in 13th place, 4 seconds behind V-Man. So hopefully he'll... I want Brian Ross to be fair, I want everyone to do well. I really do want everyone to do well. Because this league is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So many battles galore. That's what we like to see. So it'll be interesting to see how V-Man on his... I feel like this is his debut race. Even though he could not make it in the first 2 races, this is his debut race tonight. And he, to be fair, he's in the same... Is it the same car? No, it was. He was in the Ford... sorry, the Panos was in the Ford car. Let me double check on that when it loads up. So here we go. We've got 8 laps of this. The Italia of V-Man. Let's see what we can try and do. Here, the pressure's on now, and we are... Go! 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 Looks like V-Man has had a massive start. Baldwin's had a shocking start. He's dropped himself down to 6. But I tell you what, we might have a 3 in a bed moment at the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Oh, mad! Mad! Absolutely mad! We have had a 3 in a bed moment at turn 1. Oh my god. Baldwin's dropped himself down to 7. That is not what he needs. Especially when he's trying to battle it out with Gareth Morris for the lead itself. But with V-Man trying to pull away from Andy in 2nd place, this is a massive opportunity for V-Man to get some decent points tonight. This is absolutely intense stuff tonight. The Royals were putting pressure on Gareth Morris now for 4th. And putting a lot... Oh my god. Yeah, Gareth Morris trying to make the move on Damien. Gareth Morris trying to make the move on the inside. It looks like it's Damien going back. It's the Royals making the move. Has he done it? Oh, what a move. Oh, brilliant move there from the Real Horseman. Getting ahead of Damien. I don't think Damien knew anything about the Real Horseman. He was trying to keep on the racing line against Gareth Morris. But I don't think he didn't expect that. And now Baldwin. Baldwin is trying to put the pressure on Damien for 5th. And the Real Horseman, oh my god, the Real Horseman and Andy's dropped down to 4th. So Andy's dropped himself down to 4th after that great start of the qualifying. Now he's putting a lot of pressure on, and Baldwin's made the move. Baldwin has now made the move into 5th. So that's a good opportunity for him to try and put on. So Damien is on the medium tyres, guys. He is on the medium tyres. That's why now Lee's also on the medium tyres. So these guys can be on the softs in race 2 and 3. Later on in the session, looks like Ink Holmes is in 7th place. He's on the softs. Same with Brian. And good battle actually from the back of the grid. And looks like Lee trying to defend. Brian trying to make the move. He's got to make the move with that soft tyres. Still fresh. Still fresh. Frowny making the move on the inside against Brown. Brian. I think he said Brown. Don't know why. Frowny, 2 to bed. We got 2 to bed. Brian trying to keep on the inside line. But Frowny. Brian, Frowny. Oh my god. Frowny, come on. If you want to make this move, you've got to make it do it now. And I'm telling you, you need to do it now. Incohope's going to try and make the move on the inside. Not yet. But it looks like Brian is going to go round the outside on Lee. Oh, ay, caramba. Still the battle for Frowny trying to make the move. It looks like Baldwin's still trying to make the move on Andy for 5th. For 4th place. He needs to make the move done now because he can't afford to lose any time at all. He really wants to try and put the pressure on Gareth Morris. He can't afford to stay behind Andy. That's the big question. I'm going to have a look at the back of the grid because that was a good battle between Frowny and Brian, but it looks like they've spread out a little bit. Will Incohope's now put the pressure on Damien for 6th place? That's the big question of it all. So here you go, can Incohope's now try and make the move on the inside? No! It looks like Baldwin did make the move on Andy for 4th place, and now he's going to put the pressure on the real horseman for 3rd place. But oh my god, what's happening at the back of the grid? It looks like Lee, Brian, and Frowny are also in a tangle for 8th place. And Sarge is also coming into play. So Lee trying to defend for 8th. We got this battle going. And we also got 7 and 6. Also having a good battle. So Incohope's and Damien trying to put the pressure on massively. Sarge is also trying to put the pressure on onto Brian. I know we've got 2 Brians in the session itself. If I say Brian Ross, I will say Brian Ross. If I said Brian Montgomery, I will have to say Brian. Because I'm not saying his surname every time. But yeah, Damien trying to put the pressure on Andy, but not enough to put a lot of pressure on. He looks like Incohope's trying to keep it composed on trying to put the pressure on him, but not too much, because once he makes that mistake, that's it. That's what you're going to see. This is going to be quite interesting. So this is down the straight. If you can get that slipstream perfect, so let's see how Damien and Incohope and also the back of the grid are all trying to put the pressure on. It looks like Frowny and Lee. Well, Frowny trying to defend against Brian Montgomery, but not enough. It looks like Incohope Inga Holmes. Inga Holmes. Inga Holmes nearly trying to make the move. And I think he's trying to put the pressure on Andy now. He really is trying to put the pressure on Andy. But Damien also trying to put the pressure on Inga Holmes for 6th place. So at the moment, V-Man, who's pulling away by 3 seconds, is in first. Gareth Morris is in second. The Rosman is in third. Oh, actually, 6/10 is the battle between himself and Idle for Gaming, aka Baldwin, for 4th. Andy in 5th. Started off in 2nd, dropped down to 5th. But then again, Andy's on the mediums. Andy's on the mediums, which I forgot to mention. I'm sorry if I forgot to mention about other tyre wear, if I didn't mention it. It looks like the tyre wear on the softs on V-Man is slowly creeping. Not as bad at the minute, because we're already at the halfway marker, so it should be alright. Galvin will be thinking, what does he have to do? It looks like Baldwin's made the move on Real Osman now for 3rd, so he has got himself back up to 3rd, so that's a good choice for Baldwin now. So now he's going to put the pressure on Gareth Morris to 2nd place. And now the battle for... I'm going to have to go back to the battle for 10th and 11th. Oh, sorry, 10th. Because Brian McCarney is trying to put on the pressure on Frowney for 9th place. So they're trying to do everything they can, but he does not know what to do. He really does not know what to do. And he's having a good battle for against Frowney for 9th and 10th, respectively, for the last few laps. And it looks like we had a bit of a move. Andy's dropped himself down to 7th now. So he started off in 2nd and he's dropped down to 7th. That's not what you need. And you need the need for speed at this situation now. Oh my god. This is where it gets really intense now. Because now Frown is going to put the pressure on Lee for 8th with that soft tyre. Unless we had the tyre glitch. Oh, Lee and Andy. Lee and Andy had a bit of a tussle. But still, Lee made the move into 7th. Andy's dropped down 8th. Which has now brought Frowning into play. This is under pressure moments. Frowning is going to have to try and make the move. He's on the soft tyres. Needs to make the move done now. Needs to make the move done now if he wants to try and stand any chance. Oh, there's 2 to bed. Oh my god, we nearly had a 3 to bed moment between 8th, 9th and 10th. Oh, actually, Brian's goes back up to 9th. Friday dropped down to 10th. And now Sarge is also back into the play. Sarge is also watching this battle thinking, well. It's nice to see you, now. To try and put the move on now. Oh, this is... I'm pouring with sweat because you just don't know what to expect. From between 8th and 11th. Really quite intense. I'm going to go back quickly. V-Man still 3-second battle. So, Baldwin still 3-second battle between himself and Gareth Morris. Real Osman drops down to 4th. Inga Holmes in 5th. Damien 6th. Lee in 7th. Andy in 8th. And he's going to be under a lot of pressure. And Chris Nerve in 12th, and Brian Ross who's in 13th place. I don't know if he had a... I think on the map it looks like he really is having a struggling time tonight at this track. But if you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the Elder Sim Racing channel for all the live racing itself. Be a massive help. And also check out Shell Law Motorsports for the sponsorship of the GT Supercar Series and Elder Sim Racing. So here we go, Cam Bryan now trying to put the pressure on Andy for 8th. To be fair though, Lee, I don't know if is Lee struggling with those tyres. It looks like there's a bit of worn on those tyre wear on the mediums, but it looks alright to me. And now Andy will be under a lot of pressure against Brian. Is Brian going to try and go around the outside? He's got to be careful. You need to give room. You need to give room. This is mad. We're on the penultimate lap, guys. We're on the penultimate lap. Andy is not giving up this position. And fair freaking play to him. He really is trying. But look at Brian now. Brian made the move on to 8th and brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Oh my god. Oh my god. Frowny's back end just went completely. So V-Man, 4-second gap is now. 4-second gap. Gareth Morris needs to try and put a lot of pressure on. Baldwin 4 seconds behind. So something, I don't know if there was something wrong with the cars or what, but they were 3 seconds the gap. So Inca Holmes is in 5th place, to be fair. That's a good job from him. I expect, like I said, normally he doesn't, if I remember it right, Adam Morgan, he's always struggling with not the first races that I've seen, but tonight get himself up to 5th. That's still impressive, still really impressive. But with Damien now putting the pressure on for 5th place, what can Inca Holmes do to try and defend against Damien? It's going to be swamped because it's with that slipstream. The slipstream is going to be, especially in that. I'm going to pick that car of Damien's again, and it's the Ford. The Ford should have the straight line speed, you would think, but not have that straight line speed. 2 in the bend. We got 2 in the bend moments. Damien trying to go round the outside itself. Inca Holmes trying to defend on the inside, and he's doing absolutely swelling. Swell, should we say? Or Damien's trying to do the switcheroo slowly, but cannot do anything about it against the brilliant battle or the brilliant defensive work of Inca Holmes. And we are on the final lap of the first race, guys. Final lap of the first race, not the second. This is the first race of the evening due to technical issues of the drivers itself. Inca Holmes trying to put massive on the defensive line. Does not know what to do. He's really under a lot of pressure. But Damien will be thinking, what do I have to do? He'll probably be kicking himself thinking that was his best opportunity to try and do the overtake on Inca Holmes. That will be his best opportunity. But then again, Damien's on the medium tyres. Damien is on those medium tyres. And here we go. Well done to V-Man. V-Man is just crossing the line now to win the first race of round 3 of the GT Supercar Series. Well done to Gareth Morris also for finishing off in 2nd. Baldwin, after that struggle at the start, slowly recovered to get himself into 3rd. So well done to him. Ross will finish off in 4th. Inca Holmes, well done to him. Just to hold on to the defensive work of Damien for 5th. Damien in 6th. Brian McConray is in 7th. Lee is in 8th. Frowney is in 9th. Chris is in 10th. Sarge is in 11th. Andy. Andy. He started off in 2nd in the first race, and he's dropped down to 12th. But then again, he's on the softs in the next 2 races. So, if he does not win the 2nd race, that'll be under a lot of pressure from him. That'll be under a massive lot of pressure. Autopolis International Racing Course. That was it. I couldn't say the words. But well done to V-Man, aka Bogdanovich, for winning the first race of the evening. So yeah, brilliant stuff from that from him, and a good start. So he'll be starting right at the back of the grid. Right, so we're just waiting for the settings to come in. Normally, guys, it's going to be the reverse grid now for race 2. So, here we go. Who will try and win race 2? That's the big question of it all. Whew, I do apologise. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see. So I just forgot to put reverse grid. If Sarge is still there, he'll need to change that to be the reverse grid. Hopefully he'll know. Let me just save the replay just in case we need for the stewards. Race results, just in case if you guys just popped in and not sure what happened. V-Man, aka Bogdanovich, who's won the first race of the evening. He's in first. Gav Morris is in second. Idol for Gaming, aka Baldwin, is in third. Rosman is in fourth. Ingham's fifth. Damien sixth. Brian McCartney in seventh. Or I'm just calling him Brian. In seventh. Lee is in eighth. Fran is in ninth. Chris Nerve is in 10th. Sarge is in 11th. Andy is in from 2nd to 12th. He'll be fuming at that. But then again, he was on the medium tyres as well, so he should have been mid-table again. But then again, he's got a good start on the second race, and he should have. Brian Ross also in 13th place with a fastest lap by V-Man. 144.489. Let me just put a reminder to Sarge. So we'll be back in about 2 minutes time. Just make sure they did set it up. Baldwin says the track is horrible. Yeah, I know, mate. To be fair, watching it is great, but driving around it, I bet you guys have just had enough of it. To be fair, so Baldwin, if you can, yeah, I was going to say, Sarge is. I was worried that Sarge did not see that. So here we go. We should be kicking back. Normally, I'd normally have a few minutes break, but it looks like we're about to start in about a minute's time. So I'm not going to leave for now because we have been massively delayed due to the pit glitches and also the issues with some of the drivers. So the first 2 weeks it was V-Man, and then now it's Popovich, who cannot get into the race properly. Which is a shame because we've got a full grid. We have got the full grid, which is a shame because this would have been amazing. This would have been absolutely amazing stuff. So it looks like, well, Popovich will start the back because he joined late, I think. But then hopefully will Brian Ross get into the top 6, top 7? That'll be a big question. I hope he does. I really do hope he does. It's going to be some of the drivers. It's going to be tough for them because some of them have got like the soft tyres now. That's the big question. So I wonder if V-Man will go on the softs or will he go on mediums. That's the big question of it all. Normally, if you want to do well, sometimes you do the softs first, try and get a good start, and then you go on to the mediums on the second or like the first or the second race. No, actually, the first race, normally the softs. It's the second. If you feel so much confident with winning the race, winning 2 races in a round, then, you know, then you can use the mediums on the third race. But again, it's just all depends on the driver's ability and the driver's skill as well. I've seen a few drivers where in the past where they could have tried different ways of getting past, and there's different ways to get around it as well. So hopefully we'll get around it anyway. So here we go, guys, for the second race of the evening. Brian Ross is in first, Andy's in second, so he should be on for a perfect, well, he should be aiming for the top 3 at least, for where he is now. Andy's in second, Sarge is in third, Chris is in fourth, Brown in fifth, Lee in sixth, Brian seventh, and Damien Black is in eighth. And here we go, go! Who's had the great start? Andy. I told you Andy's had a great start. He's had a massive start. Look at him. Got ahead of Brian. Will Sarge try and make the move? No, Andy. Oh, contact between Brian Ross and Andy, but still not bad. Not bad at all. There was a little bit of contact turn 1, but not malicious or anything like that. Oh my God, Franny trying to make the move on the inside. Looks like he was trying to make the move quite a few positions, but Chris Nervous moves himself up to third. Sarge is in fourth place. Lee needs to try and push to get past Sarge. This is where the drivers put their wits. You know, the fastest drivers will get through the grid. This is the part where it excites me the most, because if you want to win the title, you've got to win the race. You've got to win the second and third races when you're at the back of the grid. Sarge trying to defend on the outside. Lee needs to have a good exit with that Ford car. And it looks like he has moved himself up to fourth. 2 in a bed. We got a 2 in a bed moment. Oh my God, Lee! Just at the nick of time. Looks like Popovich is going to be retired from tonight's racing. It looks like it. Oh no, Sarge! Sarge has lost the back end. Sarge has lost the back end and he's dropped himself down to 8th. He's dropped himself down to 8th. I'm trying to get through. Looks like Franny and Inga Holmes are having a good battle for 6th and 7th respectively. But the madness at the back of the grid is going to be heated up. Inga Holmes needs to push. This is where the Rosman now pushes now. Gareth Morris is in 13th place, which I did not expect after the first lap. But then again, it just all depends on who will try and put the pressure on. Brown is still holding on for 6. Brown is still putting on. Oh, I tell you what, Ig Holmes will be absolutely loving this, because if he makes one silly mistake, he's got a chance. V-Man, who won the first race of the evening tonight, he's putting the pressure on Sarge for 8th place. And I'll tell you what, fair play to him for putting all that pressure on as much as possible. V-Man trying to make the move on the inside line. Sarge, oh, bit of contact. Rosman, a little bit of touch as well by the looks of things. But at this moment in time, it looks like just ahead Sarge put a lot of stuff going on. Andy still holding on for first. I expect Andy to do well. Because of the softs and in the position where he's at now. But then again, I've seen it before. I've seen it many, many times before. And I'll tell you what, look at this. From 6 all the way down. Oh no, Brian! Oh my God. It's Brian. So Brian has lost the back end. And now Gareth Morris just got himself up to 12th. So V-Man trying to put the pressure on Sarge for 8th. And he needs to. He really needs to push. He really needs to push on this moment in time. So, oh my God. V-Man needs to try and put a lot of time on this. finally starts trying to drift away on turn 1. But not enough. Not enough to get past. I'm so sorry about this, guys. So yeah, the battle between V-Man. Oh, there's been some contacts. I do apologise, I've just missed the screen for just about a minute there because of the issues with the mic as well. So hopefully it's all sorted. But if you can still hear me, fantastic. If not, I'll have a look at it after. So here we go, It looks like V-Man and Rosman had a bit of a battle galore. It looks like Boulder is dropped down to 12th. Gareth Morris has moved to 11th. V-Man is in 10th. Now this is the battle that we all love to see going forward if it stays like this. If it stays like this, that's the big question. So here we go, Can Sarge hold on to 8? It looks like he's caught on the back end. It looks like Franny gets ahead. And then Rosmus took 2 places. So basically Sarge has dropped down 2 places. I'll tell you what, he's told me off. He's told me off because he's saying, look, Malk, you are not ignoring me with this. You are wrong and I am right because I've took 8th place. He might take 7th. He actually took 7th place. He really has told me off. Massive. He really has told me off massively. But then again, he's on the straight line. He could be... Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. We've got a 2 in the bed moment. Actually, we've got 2 in the bed moments. Franny going himself up to 7th. Here those are the rails. We're trying to hold on to 9th. V-Man trying to make the inside. And took the racing line itself. Sarge trying to go on the inside line and does get himself back up to 8th place. I tell you what, this has been brilliant racing. And Brian Ross is still in the top 2. He's still in the top 2. And fair freaking play to him. He really needs it. Oh, it's been caught out. Oh, that will need to be checked by stewards. That will need to be checked as well. Oh, Franny's dropped himself down to 12th after that, from 7th to 12th in a matter of a few corners actually. But then again, that will probably need to be checked by stewards in case there is some incidents galore, shall we say. So here we go, Oh, this is mad. Absolutely mad. Where's Andy? Andy's got himself 1.5 seconds of the gap, and he's also got a good chance. Brian Ross, he's taking nothing for granted because he's putting a lot of time to try and get ahead of Lee. But then again, you got Damien and Lee. Ooh, I think Lee's on the Ford car, yeah. And then you got Damien is also on the Ford car. So both of them should have that slipstream, should have that extra speed on the straight line speed itself. But Brian Ross, I don't know how, but he's proving me wrong at the minute, and that's what I love about these drivers. But the battle for 3rd is definitely heated up because Lee, don't know what he's going to try and do, because Damien put a lot of pressure on him and he took ahead into 3rd, and that is a good move from him, to be fair. Daniel says, come on, Frowny. Well, we're trying our hardest, mate. We're trying our hardest, but we can't push as much as possible. Chris Nerve, who we haven't mentioned about at all during the first race and also in the second. He's in 5th and he's just keeping it cool and calm. This will be a good result for him as well. Nick Holmes is in 6th. Sarge is in 7th place. Gareth Morris is in 8th. The Rosman is in 9th. Bolden is in 10th. V-Man is in 11th place. And Frowny is in 12th. And who's in 3rd? Oh, Rosman's dropped down. Oh, it's Baldwin. Baldwin's made the move. Yes, brilliant move. Absolutely brilliant move. And Brian, after that spin earlier on, near the end of the 3rd sector, absolutely heated up. One thing's for sure, they'll have to try and put the pressure on as much as possible. Andy now he's under a lot of pressure. The gap is 1 second. The gap is 1 second. Damien is now trying to put the pressure on. 9 tenths now. I tell you what, I reckon it'll be a fight between Damien and Andy. Unless Brian decides to tell me off again by saying, I want to be in this position. And then you got Chris, who's in 5th. I'm trying to see who's any of the good battles. I think the only battle I can see at the moment is 10th and 11th between the Railsman and V-Man. So yeah, it's been an absolute madhouse. It's been an absolute madhouse. But then again, the Railsman is really struggling with those corners on some of them. Again, the tyre wear. I'm so sorry if I don't mention it anyway, but the tyre wear has been the major effect as well. So that is the biggest question. Andy's still with that 1 second gap. Brian Ross now putting a little bit of pressure. If you can try and get him close, and he is getting close actually. As you can see, Andy's tyre wear is getting more worse. Only just a bit. Only worse than Brian Ross. Let's have a look at the tyre wear. Yeah, Andy's tyre wear is really shot compared to the other two drivers in 2nd and 3rd. So this is going to be really interesting in the next 2 laps. This one, we're on the penultimate lap already. We're on the penultimate lap. And now the battle for 6th is really heated up, because now look at this. It looks like Sarge is going to try and make the move on the racing. Oh, is he going to try and make the move on the racing line? No. Or be a contact, not malicious or anything. There's been a contact. Still fair racing, still fair. But now you got Gareth Morris also behind in 8th. But either way, this is still an opportunity for Gareth Morris to pull away from the points. It's Baldwin that needs to push more, because he's already behind Gareth Morris because of the situation that happened last week at Suzuka. So again, it's just more. See, the top 5 have already gone. The top 5, it's already 8 seconds nearly of completely gone. So just try and make the move. No, he goes saying, look. Oh, Sarge! Oh, he looked like he had the chance to make the move, but not enough. Here we go. Can Gareth Morris now try and put the pressure on? That's the big question of it all. Needs to put the pressure on. But still not enough. And I tell you what, the battle for the lead, we're going to watch this battle for the lead now, because Brian Ross is 5 tenths to win a race at the GT Supercar Series after his struggles with race 1. But then you got the ongoing battle between. Oh my God, Andy's struggling. Andy, the tyre wear is massively bad, especially at this rate. It is massively bad. I say massive. It feels like it's massive because it's caught off a chunk of it. To be fair, caught off a chunk. So can Brian Ross now put the pressure on to get his first win? Andy will be under a lot of pressure from his teammates, from his team as well. Because if he does not win this race with the soft tyres, he'll be under a lot of fire. And now, oh my God, Damien going to try and make the move on. He's going to try to do the old switch window. I thought Brian Ross was going to, oh, he's hit the back. He's hit the back of Andy. I don't think he didn't do that on purpose. He was, I think he just caught. No. Oh no, oh my God, I thought Brian was going to make the move. But now Damien's now making the move into 2nd. Oh, what a move. What a move. Right, no, I can't say the words. Oh my God, come on. Oh my God, no, there's been a spin. Oh my God, Damien will be fuming. Damien will be fuming. Brian needs to hold on for a second. Brian needs to hold on for a second. Andy's going to try and make the move. Oh my God, Andy. Andy will be absolutely loving it. Lee! Oh my God, we had the photo finish for a second. Nearly had the photo finish for a second. But Damien will be fuming. Damien will be fuming. I'm wondering if that was a bit of a nudge onto the grass. Because he looked like he went onto the grass or tried to go around the outside. But there was a three in a bed moment, if I remember it right. That was mad. That was absolutely mad. Oh my God, well done to Andy. Fair play to him. He deserved that. Just. But then his heart will be in his mouth. We'll go through results in a moment or two, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll catch up in a bit. But yeah, well done to Andy. With a lot of pressure on getting first place, especially where he was in the first race. And fair play to Brian Ross and Lee as well for in the top 3 finishes as well. That's a good omen, good start for those guys as well. So this was the second race. We will be doing the third race. Also, V-Man and Real Osman had a bit of a tussle. It was a good race. It was a massive good race. Well done to Brian Ross for finishing second. Lee also for third. To be fair, I know I keep saying it. I really do want Lee to do well, because the pace that he did last season, last season, if I remember it right. Is it over now? No. You got one more race, Baldwin. You got one more race, unfortunately. Sorry, mate. You got one more race to go. Just bear with me a sec, guys. God. Right, so save replay, just in case that the stewards need to have a look. And while the frantic ending of that top 3 battle was heated up, this is your final results. Your results of the second race of the evening. So Andy in first, Brian Ross in second, Lee in third. Well done to those 3. Brilliant drives from them. Damien in fourth, Chris Nerve is in fifth, Inga Holmes 6th, Sarge 7th, Gavin Morris is in 8th, Baldwin is in 9th, V-Man is in 10th, the Osman is in 11th, Frowney in 12th, and Brian McCartney is in 13th place. And I forgot to say, Andy had the fastest lap of the race with a 1:45.411. Yeah, I'm just seeing Andy's comment there. Says congrats guys and cheers. Like trying to race a drift car at the end. Yeah, I don't know whether Damien had caught a bit onto the side. I don't know. It's hard. I don't know whether he was, or he drifted too far wide to try and get round the outside. We will be starting at 5 minutes. 8:04, Sarge? Are you travel back in time? Do you need a DeLorean, like a Back to the Future type, to try and go back an hour? Try and get revert the race results, guys. We've just done 2 races that we've never done before. Nah, it should have been 9:04. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes' time. So let's have a look at. Let's pick a driver. To be fair, so let's pick a driver to watch. Tell you what, we'll watch Lee, who had a great race. I wonder if it was that little bit of tap, but then I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want Damien to think. I don't want Damien to what's the word I'm after? I don't want to ruin his chances. Do you know what I mean? Like that was his best opportunity to go over. It was It was just mad stuff, and the scrap for second place in the last race was absolutely immense. And here we go, guys. I'm going to have a few minutes time off, and I'll be back as soon as race 3 starts. So that'll be in about 3 minutes time, guys. So don't go anywhere, guys. I will be right back. Alright, guys, I am back. Hope everyone's all okay and well. I tell you what, I do apologise for on our behalf. There was some technical issues on the lobby itself. That's why we are running about 10-15 minutes behind. So we should be finishing in by at most say at most 20 past. Hopefully not any over that, but just before that anyway. But anyway, here we go, guys. Race 3, the final race of the evening. If you missed the first race, it was V-Man who got that perfect start on his debut, shall we say, on his debut season of the GT Supercar Series. And then also, well done to Andy, who I said at the start, I want him to do well. Could this be the time? And I think he must have heard me by saying, look, you are under a lot of pressure tonight. You've got to win this race. And he did. I think, had there been no... Popovich is in the back of the grid. So this is quite interesting. I'm hoping we'll get 14. I'm hoping anyway. Let's have a look. No. We've got issues with Popovich, so he'll not be able to do the racing. He's tried his best. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go! So Brian McKinney trying to hold on in first. The slipstream is really deadly at this track. It's really, really deadly. And also Frowny. Oh, Frowny! Come on, Frowny. Needs to try and put the pressure on. Put the pedal to the metal. And looks like Real Horseman and V-Man are having a good battle for third and fourth. Boy. V-Man, 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 V-Man. Will he be the man to get up to 4th? And he does. No, to 3rd. And he does. Fantastic. That's what he needs. That's a perfect opportunity for V-Man to try and make the move. Now, this is quite interesting, actually. Baldwin is in 5th. Gareth Morris is in 6th. But he's on the soft tyres. What is Baldwin on? Baldwin's on the softs as well. So he's going to put a lot of pressure on the Rosman. Oh, he's lost the back end a little bit. He really does not like this track at all. Really does not look like loving this track at all. Frowny putting the pressure on. Oh, McKinney. And who's had the... Sarge had a bit of the penalty. So he'll need to get rid of it at the start of finishing line straight. And in comes. Look at this. The battle for 8th is really heated up because look at the back of the grid. Andy and Brian Ross also in 12 and 13 respectively. But Lee and Chris and Damien also putting the pressure on Inga Holmes for 8th. If Inga Holmes can try and keep on the racing, Sarge had to drop. Sarge had to drop a few positions because of that penalty. That's the first penalty that I've seen on stream tonight. Oh my god, oh my god! Come on! Come on! Oh my god, Chris is trying to hold on. Lee. Sarge is going to try and put the pressure on massively. Ay, caramba, Lee trying to keep on the inside. Oh my god, Chris. Oh, God, that was a bit of a tug. And Andy and Sargent also a bit of a tug between themselves. Now, Brian still holding on for 1st. Frowny in 2nd. Rosman's in 3rd. Boulder is in 4th. V-Man is in 5th. Boulder is in 4th. V-Man is in 5th. That is quite interesting. Because I did not expect that. And that's because the way it looked V-Man was in 3rd. He must have made a massive mistake. And put a lot of pressure on. Now Frowny is under a lot of pressure against the Rosman for 2nd place. Frowny will be thinking, what do I have to do? Because the pressure's on him. Try and look at it from 2nd to 6th. 2nd to 6th is really heated up. Oh my god, Rosman. No. No! Come on! Oh, what a move! Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant from the Rosman. He did not... Frowny did not expect that. But then again, he's got the slipstream. He will have that slipstream being saying, come on, I want this. I need this. But Baldwin... This is really heated up. Massively. And now the battle for... Is Baldwin going to try and get on the inside line? Not enough. Getting ahead. Trying to get ahead of Frowny, who's dropped into 3rd just a moment or two ago. V-Man, oh my god, V-Man trying to keep on the inside. Ooh. Ay, caramba. Ay. I don't know whether I need to have a look at it. Well, the stewards probably need to have a look at it again in more depth. But V-Man now trying to make the move on Frowny. And V-Man does make the move. Baldwin's also made the move on Frowny. But 2 in a bed. We've got a 2 in a bed moment for 4th and 5th place. And now this is absolutely heated. Baldwin's gone ahead. And what a move. Brilliant stuff. Now V-Man is going to be under a lot of pressure from Baldwin, from Idle for Gaming. But Gareth Morris, who's had a great start. So yeah, just interested to see how he's going to try and improve as well. I'm going to have a look at the back of the grid because I haven't seen much of it again since the last few moments, should we say. We've got Frowny and Gareth Morris battling out for 5th and 6th. We've also got Inga Holmes also battling out with Damien for 7th and 8th respectively. And then Chris is holding on for 9th. Oh my God, Damien. Damien saw the move. His Franny dropped down. Gareth Morris has moved to 5th. Gareth Morris has moved to 5th. Franny's dropped down to 6th. Inga Holmes holding on for 7th. Battling out with Damien for 8, from 8th place. And under a lot of pressure. This is what I love about the GT Supercar Series. You do not expect the same driver to win all 3 races at all. Otherwise, it dies down a bit. That's just my opinion anyway. But this GT Supercar Series has been absolutely amazing. Oh my God, is V-Man get ahead of the Houseman in 2nd. Now Baldwin's going to make the move into 3rd, and he does. Now this is quite interesting. Now this is really interesting. He needs to try and put the pressure on Brian Moncardi. So 1.5 seconds is the gap. Baldwin putting the pressure on V-Man for 2nd. Let's have a look at. You got Sarge battling out with Chris, I believe, for 10th and 11th respectively. Damien, who was unlucky in the 2nd race. I will say this: he was really unlucky to not get try and get into the top 3. But he's trying to make the move on the inside line against Inga Holmes. It's getting right at the back, right at the back. And putting a lot of pressure on. This is the most... Oh, come on! Mad scenes, to be fair. Absolutely mad. And Damien trying to put the pressure on Inga Holmes, but not enough. Oh my God, the back end just went. The back end has just went. So Inga Holmes will try and hold on. Oh, Inga Holmes trying... Oh, he caught the curb too early. And because he drifted, Damien did not expect that to happen. And now it's brought Lee, Chris, and now Sarge into play for the battle for 7th. And hopefully, I think Brian Ross and Andy will also be battling out. Still, the top 3 are battling out. And they've just gone past the hairpin corner. So Frowny in 6th. Inga Holmes is in 7th. Damien is in 8th. It looks like Lee's in 9th. Sarge is in 10th place. This is why the pressure is so much on for the top drivers tonight. This is the top flight division. This is the Premier League of the GT Supercar Series. So Damien trying to do everything he can to put the pressure on Inga Holmes, but not enough. Not enough to get past. And again, Lee's struggling. Sarge trying to go around the outside. He thought about it. Let's go back to the top. It's 3/10 now. V-Man and Brian is now 3/10 for the 1st and 2nd. Will V-Man get his 2nd win? Oh my God, Brian with his tyre wear drifting. As I said, the tyre wear is worn out, and now V-Man's going to the lead now. So that's a really good move from V-Man. After that mistake from Brian, who's also struggling with tyre wear. Now Baldwin needs to push. I think this is the first time this season where Baldwin has gone ahead of Gareth Morris as of now. In the race, it probably has, but then in the stand, if it's like in a race standings as well. So Baldwin needs to get past Brian as quickly as possible. If he can do that, that's fantastic. If he doesn't, then he's got to put a lot, stop the pressure from Gareth Morris to get ahead of him. He's already, as far as I remembered, all three races from last week, and also the two races. So the two races he's was behind Gareth Morris. So Baldwin needs to step up, and he is stepping up at this moment in time. Frowny, Damien, oh my God, Frowny. I expect Franny to do well. I want Franny to do well. And I'll tell you what, he's really struggling because Davies, we're going to take an 8. Oh my, to 6th place. Oh my god, we had a 2 in a bed moment. And then we got another 2 in a bed. Sarge out of nowhere making the move into 8th. He was 11th like a few laps ago. So he's crawled himself back up to top 8 position. But I'll tell you what, Inca Holmes is not giving up this position. He's making a move on the inside. Not enough. Not enough to make the move. Not enough to make the move. And now Frowdy's going to try and make the move on Damien. Oh, nearly from the back end as well. The tyre wear is absolutely kicking in for all these drivers tonight. So can V-Man now trying to keep that win. Keep that second win of the evening. That'll be amazing stuff. And that is what he needs because... obviously, with Gareth Morris, which I expect him to, he did well to get past Baldwin. Oh my god, Baldwin. Baldwin's going to go for it. Baldwin's going for it. Is he going to try and get second? Oh my god, that was a bit of a delay then. But Baldwin does not make the move. But Gareth Morris is now putting the pressure on. He was a few, I'll say, about a second behind. And now, this is where I am so sorry to Baldwin if it does happen. But I might jinx this because Gareth Morris is going to put the pressure on. If Baldwin can try and get ahead in this straight line speed, he's got to do this straight line speed perfectly. He's already losing time to V-Man. So here we go. Let's have a look at Baldwin's point of view now. Gareth Morris. Actually, if Gareth Morris can play his cards right... oh my god, Baldwin, aye. Oh my god, Baldwin just moves a second, what a move! Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The tyre wear is absolutely shocking on some of these drivers tonight. And I'll keep saying it again, the tyre wear is absolutely shocking. Even though it doesn't look like it on our screens, but it does for those drivers. And we're on the final lap, guys. That was quick. It feels like so quick. So we're on the final lap, guys. We're on the final lap of the evening. I'm going to try and see if there's any battles. Chris is having a good battle with Frowdy. Let's have a look at that in a moment too. I will have to go back to second and third, because that could be interesting. Yeah, I'm going to go back to second and third. Because, so Baldwin, Baldwin, because he spent too much time behind Brian, it's now about V-Man pulling away. I reckon he's going to be the new Panos. The way he's pulling away massively, to be fair. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, come on, Gareth Morris will be thinking, what do I need to get past Brian McConroy? That's the big question of it all. Here we go, guys. For the final time of the evening, we will have a second winner of the evening, but a third race winner of V-Man. Well done to Baldwin for second place. Brian just at the nick of time, holding on for third. Gareth Morris in fourth. Damien fifth. Real Osman in sixth. Sarge is in seventh. Frowdy in eighth. Chris, well done to him in 9th. Inca Holmes is in 10th. Lee is in 11th. Brian Ross, who's in finishing off in 12th. And also Andy will finish off the evening in 13th place. And you can tell the tyre wear has been absolutely shocking on some of them. The back end just completely gone. But yeah, well done to V-Man, who's won 2 races of the evening. 2 out of 3. So fair play to him. He'd driven a magnificent race tonight. So fair play to him. Oh right, let's go save the replay before I forget. So here we go, guys. For the final time of asking of the race results, V-Man, who finished off in first. You got Idle for Gamers in second. You know, Brian Moncani is in third. well done to Brian. Actually, did well to get to finish off in third. Gareth Morris is in fourth. Damien in fifth. That's the first time Baldwin was ahead of Gareth Morris, if I remembered it right, this season. Correct me if I'm wrong. That I'm not including the first round results because they were voided. But yeah, well done to Baldwin and and Brian for finishing second and third respectively. Gareth Morris in fourth, Damien Black in fifth, Roseman's in sixth, Sarge is in seventh, Frowney is in eighth, Chris Nerve is in ninth, Inca Holmes is in 10th, Lee is in 11th, Brian Ross is in 12th, Andy is in 13th, and Popovich in 14th, but he did not race at all tonight because of the issues of his car and on his side as well, so hopefully he'll try and get back in next week. V-Man, who's got the fastest up the race of the evening of this race 3, 1:45.071. So yeah, I'm just reading some of the comments. No worries, Brian Ross. Thank you for that. I'm just reading some of the comments there, and Baldwin's just commented on the chat saying, "No, I'm shattered. Lol. Cheers, man." No worries, mate. No worries. So yeah, it's mad scenes, but yeah, fair play for the evening tonight. We do apologise for all the drivers tonight for the delays. By next week, I have let the admins know, but I think from next week, before I join in to start with the comms, they need to do a practice of the qualifying to see if there's any pit glitches or anything like that in the lobby before I come in, because we don't want any more issues next week, to be fair. Sarge says, "Thanks, Mark, on top work as always." Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you. Again, just a reminder, guys. Next week it'll be round 4 of the GT Supercar Series, so please don't miss out. I wonder if V-Man can try and catch up to Gareth Morris and also Darren Baldwin, aka Idle for Game. That'll be the big question of it all. But also, the battle at the back was more entertaining than it was at the front. The only front battle that we saw, well, I'll say front battle, the best battle I saw tonight was the battle between Andy, Brian Ross, Lee and Damien. Damien had the chance to go around the outside. I don't know whether he got caught, I don't know, but yeah, hopefully that will not impact too much, but that was a good race, to be fair. I'm going to shoot off, guys, but yeah, a note, a reminder, if you're not happy with the commentary or you're not happy with any of the admin work that we all do, please let us know as soon as possible. Don't write it up anywhere else, please, like stewards or anything like that. They're not going to respond to anything like that. Stewards, I did stewards in the past. It is the toughest job ever, to please everyone. So please respect them. That's all I ask for, guys. Please respect them, and please respect the commentators and admins, because they've given up their time. Do you know what I mean? Because otherwise they would have done something else, and there would be no live stream, there would have been no commentary, there would have been nothing. Alright, so that's all I'm going to say, guys, that matter, and hopefully that will be dealt with, and not going to say any more. But I did mention tyre wear a lot this time. So here we go, guys. I'm going to shoot off now. Cheers for that. I'll see you all next week. Just a bit of a recap. Also, one more recap. The Eliminator Series is back on, but this time it's in a league format. I will be doing the live stream on Sunday evening at 8 PM. For all questions and all the tracks and everything with the liveries will be all dealt with and sorted at that time. If you are interested, please respond to the Facebook post that was done. That will be fantastic if you're interested. But yeah, everything will be dealt with and also chosen at random. So there we go, guys. Here we go. So basically, whatever happens, I hope everyone's had a good evening. It was good racing, whatever happens. And yeah, I'm going to shoot off now, guys. Cheers for that, guys. See you next week. Ta-ra a bit. Bye-bye for the GT Supercar Series.